afternoon, teachers. I'm here with a few guidelines that I think will be important and very useful to all of you as invigilators, as assistant superintendents, and in the examination room as well. This is meant for all the assistant superintendents, for the evaluators, for the coordinators. You will all please make a note. A few general instructions from the CBSE for you. I have collated it all together. The time of entry for our students is from 7:15 to 8 a.m. They can come in the morning as usual in full school uniform using the school transport. There may be some, since it's examination time, whose parents may drop them. They are permitted to come until 8 a.m. So please pass on the message correctly. When they are here, please announce that they are not to carry any subject material or any mobile phone into the examination room. I shall make a general announcement, but you as an assistant superintendent, you too will repeat that announcement in your respective classroom. They will enter the examination room after leaving all study material, their bag, everything outside from 8 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. They must be seated by 8:15 a.m. And you as a AS, you are checking the admit card which they will carry every day of the examination. You are permitted to frisk them, check their pockets, etc. And they will be here. All this will be done from 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. You will hear a few general announcements and you can repeat this in your classroom, that they have occupied the correct seat as per their roll number. They have copied down the question paper code that they find on top of the question paper. They are not carrying any subject material, any mobile phone, etc. You will please repeat this very important instruction wherever they are writing or when they are bubbling those circles. They will use only black pen or a blue ballpoint pen. They will not use a pencil anywhere. Please understand, it is important. We had a couple of unfortunate stray incidents during the pre-board examination. So please be very vigilant. You will not make any mistakes. You will not permit the children to make mistakes either, because use of a pencil will result in it being treated as unfair means. So kindly be most alert regarding this. They are permitted 20 minutes to read for this particular examination. So 8:40 a.m. to 9 a.m. is their reading time. This exam is of 90 minutes duration. But understand, teachers, the first exam, that is on 25th November, class 10 has the 6th additional subject, IT. This exam is of 1 hour. So marking time for all other exams on the OMR is 1.5 hours, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. If the candidate has marked his response in the box but the circle is left blank, it will be considered that the question has been attempted by the candidate. And if all the 4 circles, the box and the last circle are left blank, it will be considered that the question has not been attended. So please remember, these are important instructions. You can check it again and again. Leaving the circle blank will be treated as unfair means. Which circle? I have shown the children already this one. See question number 17. This particular child, if the particular child leaves everything blank here, and this circle is what I'm talking about. This is also left blank. This will fall under UFM or unfair means. So as an assistant superintendent in your examination room, you must make certain that the child is not leaving this last circle blank. If they do not know the answer, this is what they must do. They must darken this last circle. Please remember, a rough sheet will be provided for working out for students for subjects like math, for physics, and for accountancy. Remember, all these rough sheets must carry the facsimile of the center superintendent. A graph paper will be provided for mathematics in both class 10 and class 12. Now this is important. If there are more number of questions on the question paper and the candidates have attempted lesser number of questions, remember they must darken the circle given under the hashtag sign to indicate that the remaining questions are not attempted. See here, this is the OMR. I have explained to the children this. Now suppose in this particular subject, it may be geography, it could be English. Although the OMR carries 60 responses, 60, the question paper may have only 50. So the rest, the remaining circles here, the child or the candidate must darken fully with a black pen or a blue pen. He or she will not leave this last circle empty. It should be darkened to indicate that the question is not attempted. This time, there will be only 12 candidates in a room. This is not just to maintain social distancing, but also to make certain that there is no room at all for trying to help each other or copying in any way. There shall be one AS, one assistant superintendent for 12 students in a room. For evaluation, 30 OMR will be evaluated by one evaluator. For 60, you have 2. For 90 OMR, you will have 3. For 120 OMR, you will have 4. And please note here, this is important. Valuation time given by the CBSE to us is from 11:15 AM to 1:30 PM. So after the exam is over, from 11:15 to 1:30, the evaluators will be sitting in one room and we shall be evaluating here. That is 2 hours 15 minutes or 4 minutes and 45 seconds, 4.45 per OMR. Less than 5 minutes. For uploading marks, your time is 1:30 PM to 2 PM. Sealing and dispatch of OMR from the examination room, our examination committee will note from 2 PM to 2:30 PM. Uploading of picture of the postal receipt, we shall be contacting the Aramex people. They shall come here to collect the parcel and we have to upload the picture on the board's link, and I shall also have to send it by WhatsApp to the regional office. This should be done by 2:30 PM. Now coordinators, they need not be of the same subject, please note. You have to recheck what the evaluators have done. So for 120 OMR evaluated by 4 evaluators, there will be one coordinator, and this one coordinator will be rechecking 20% of the OMRs. That is 24 OMRs will be checked by this one coordinator. If there are 240, you'll have 2 coordinators. If there are 360, you will have 3, and this is 20% of this total number. So coordinators, evaluators, you have to be together and make certain that we are doing it with utmost speed, at the same time great accuracy. Teachers, examination department, I want your attention please here. 30 minutes after we complete the examination, the exam gets over at 10:30 a.m. and at 11 a.m. we will be allowed to download the answer key from the board website. The CBSE has plugged any and every loophole. Evaluators will count the number of correct answers. Mind you, we are not putting any marks on that OMR. We cannot do that. We'll count the number of correct answers. The evaluation will be done in the presence of the observer, who will be here all days of the examination from another school. School computer teachers will upload the correct number of answers of every student. So school computer teachers here, Rani and Dania, please understand, you are the stars of the examination. So you will be uploading the correct answers. Evaluators and coordinators will not put any mark on the OMR. Instead, what you will do, see here, this is the OMR. You will just put a small little tick. Question number 1 is over, you put a tick. 2 is over, you put a tick here in the side, on the left side. You will just put a small little tick here. Evaluators can put a small tick on the serial number of the question. There must be a checker who will be another teacher. And coordinators will recheck very carefully after the evaluator has finished. Teachers, I'd like to draw your attention to this column. See here, the total correct answers you will fill here in this box. This is the evaluator who will fill here. And the correct answers, total correct answers, this is to be endorsed by the coordinator. So the evaluator is writing in this column and the coordinator has to repeat, has to write in this column. And finally, after that, the invigilator, you are signing here, and this is your identification number. What is that identification number? As is mentioned in OSS. The evaluator, you will sign here, again your identification number. You will collect it from the school office. The coordinator, you are signing alongside with your OSS number. And finally, the observer from the other school, he or she will sign here and he will fill in here his OSS identification number, which is given by the CBSE.